Hey friends, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel. Alright, so a couple weeks ago I checked out two Strat style guitars from the Vintage Guitars brand. And in that video I said that there was going to be a third guitar that I was going to check out. And so enough waiting, here it is. Look at this beauty. Gloss black, single cutaway, multiply binding, gold hardware, and what you all really came for, triple humbuckers. So this is called the Vintage V1003 in gloss black, of course. And they also have a white one. It's the exact same guitar, same specs, but just white and gold instead of black and gold like this one. Now we'll get into the demo of this in a minute, but I think one of the coolest and most important features of this guitar is how the controls are set up. There are 3 volume knobs, one for each pickup, and then there's a single tone control. And what that allows you to do is, depending on how you have the pickup selector set, you can have all 3 pickups operating simultaneously, and then you can blend the volume of each pickup independently. So you can get these unlimited sort of mixtures of the different pickups. So let's say I have the toggle switch set into the center position. That turns on all 3 pickups, and then with the volume controls I can roll the center one out and have just the bridge and the neck pickup, or I can have only the middle pickup operating and I roll the volumes down of the bridge and the neck, or we can just have these 2 or those 2 or any single pickup. This gives you an essentially unlimited number of different tones that you can get out of this guitar. Okay, so spec-wise, it's a mahogany body and mahogany neck. It's of course a set neck. Now, another thing that's really cool about this is the body has a 1/2-inch maple cap on it. Even though you can't see it, it's there. Now down here we've got a Wilkinson bridge and tailpiece, and of course the Wilkinson pickups. And up here, we've got a Graphtec new bone nut and Grover tuners. And where the magic happens on the fretboard here, this is a rosewood fretboard, 22 medium jumbo frets. These are finished very, very nicely done fret ends. No sharp fret ends, you know, very nicely rounded, that kind of stuff. And it's a 12-inch radius on the fretboard. So that combined with the neck profile, which is, to me, this feels like kind of a slim C shape. I mean, it's a very, very comfortable, very smooth feeling neck. So just generally, I mean, with the pickups and the nice hardware and all this stuff, it's just a very well-appointed guitar. There's really just nothing to complain about when it comes to the specs and hardware. Okay, so now let's get into the demo of this guitar so you guys can hear what these pickups sound like. And I want to give you, some examples of using the different controls and that kind of stuff. But real quick, guys, as always, if you enjoy checking out cool new guitars and also staying up on all the latest news in the guitar universe, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, let's go ahead and plug this in. I'm going to use my old reliable Fender GTX 100 amplifier. And we will listen to how this triple humbucker guitar sounds. Whew. Such a smooth playing guitar. That's one thing that I really like about this and really notice, as soon as I'm playing it. The shape of the neck and the ends of the frets, the radius of the fretboard, all of this stuff. It's just a very easy guitar, very effortless guitar to play. Great for getting those singing high notes, right? Now let's check out some of the pickup controls here, because that's one of the things that really separates this guitar apart from other guitars. So one of the coolest things you can do is to set the pickup selector in the middle position. Then when you have all three of these controls up here, that activates all pickups, all three pickups. That gives it a super, super thick sound, right? But now what's really cool is we can leave the pickup selector in the same position. And now check this out. I'm going to roll away the neck pickup, and then we're just going to hear these two pickups, okay? And now again, I'm not touching the pickup selector knob, but let's roll away the middle pickup. So we're leaving just the bridge now. So now let's roll away, I mean, you roll away the bridge pickup and you've got nothing, right? So let's roll up the neck pickup. So now we've got neck pickup only. And then we can bring in the middle pickup. And then just for kicks, let's have just the middle pickup. So I'm going to roll away the neck, the bridge is down, just the middle. Ooh, I actually really like that sound. So it's funny, I think I prefer the pickups just one at a time rather than all together, but that depends on the situation. But just listen to that middle pickup only. So I think one of the things to consider with this guitar is the situation in which you're going to use it. Because depending on how you want to set the pickups, that's going to sort of depend on how big of a sound you want to make. So imagine if you're playing in a band and you are the only guitar player in the band. I think in that situation, you probably want to use 2 or maybe all 3 pickups, because it gives you a bigger sound and you just take up more space, right, in the audio spectrum, just one guitar. But if you're playing in a band that has another guitar player, maybe even 2 other guitar players, or like a guitar player and a keyboard player, in that case you probably want to use just the single pickups, right? Maybe just the bridge pickup, or just the neck pickup or middle pickup when you go to do a lead or something like that, because it's going to carve out a more narrow section, a narrow section in the audio spectrum. That's going to carve that out just for you. And then I think in a mix with other instruments, you're going to sit and stand out better, especially in a live performance. Okay, but now let me switch the amp settings around and we'll listen to this on some lower gain settings. So this is on the bridge pickup, lower gain settings, my Blues Junior amp setting. Nice sustain. Let's go to the middle pickup here. Okay, and then let's go even cleaner on the amp. Okay, so one thing that really jumps out to me when I play this guitar and experiment with the different tones you can get out of the guitar is that I think this guitar would be perfect as a studio guitar or a guitar that you use for recording. And that is, as you would imagine, because you can get so many different tones out of this guitar, and tones that are just slightly different from other tones on the guitar. So if you're working on a song and maybe you already have some guitar parts on the song, or you've got, the bass and drums recorded or something like that, and you need a guitar that's going to get the tone, the sort of perfect tone that's going to fit right into the mix without having to mess with your EQ and your mixing too much, this is really a great guitar for that, because with just a little tweak, a few twists of the knobs here and there, you can carve the exact tone that you want to fit in with something. Now, it doesn't hurt, of course, that the guitar is extremely easy to play. With the 12-inch radius and the C-shape, sort of a thin C-shaped neck, and the way these frets are finished, and of course the cutout here. I mean, this is a very, very easy, very smooth playing guitar. Now, it does have the gloss finish on the back of the neck, which for me personally is not my favorite, but honestly, when you're getting a guitar like this, a traditional single cutaway style guitar, I mean, that's pretty much what you expect to get. And I should mention that unlike some other guitars that are shaped sort of similar to this, made by, very well-established companies, this guitar actually holds its tuning extremely well. The Grover tuners, they work great. They're very smooth and firm and precise. And this is the kind of guitar where you can put this on a stand or hang it on the wall or put it in the case probably for like a couple of months and take it back out, and it's still going to be dead in tune. Now, weight-wise, this is a fairly heavy guitar, as guitars go. For this style, it's not that heavy. But this one, I weighed it. It was just under 9 pounds. It was about 8.9 pounds for this particular guitar here. And well, yeah, that's a little bit on the heavy side. The nice thing about this is most of the weight is in the body on this guitar, and so it balances very, very well. It helps keep the neck up, so you're not going to be dealing with any neck dive issues on this guitar. Now, the other thing I want to mention about this is that Vintage, the brand, makes a wide variety of different guitar models. So if you're not feeling up to the triple pickup challenge, then of course you can get a guitar like this with a couple of humbuckers or even P90s. And they've got a huge variety of colors, and then they've got the distressed or relic models, and then the brand new glossy shiny ones like this. When Vintage offered to send me some of these guitars to check out, I of course gravitate towards the guitars that are really going to stand out and make an impression on the video, and so the triple pickup setup really called to me. Now, this guitar is in the 600 to 650 range, right around there, depending on where you buy it from. And they also have these really nice gig bags that are also available. I mentioned those in the previous video, but I love this sort of canvas material that they're made out of. Okay, so what do you guys think of the triple pickup setup with the 3 volume controls? I think it's really cool, obviously, because you can blend the pickups together and get these different sounds. But what do you guys think about it? And does anybody out there own a triple humbucker guitar like this? And what has your experience been with it? So now, just in case you guys missed my first vintage guitars video, I'm going to put a link for that down in the video description below of this video. I will also have links down there for this guitar, plus a link for the amplifier I was using in the demo, that's the Fender GTX 100, plus my latest instructional video and my social media. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you very soon.